What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. Today we are checking out the first official trailer for Season 2 of Halo. Yes, a show that many of you, I'm sure, forgot even existed and forgot that was renewed for Season 2. But yes, it is back. It's coming back February, and I'm excited to check out the trailer. They hinted at some things in that first teaser that we got, so let's see what it's all about. It's very dark. This trailer is very dark already. I mean, like, light-wise.
I bring you blessings. Know that I am the instrument of your extinction. Know that I am death.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Sometimes events are beyond our control. And in those moments, we save what we can.
Look at your faces. I do not see defeat. No! And I do not see surrender. You will not make the stand.
What? Why? What the hell? Why is this chief never in his armor?
He does not. We have heroes.
Oh shit, John looks messed up.
The battle ends. They just call it a victory. And say it was because of me. Because of something I did.
Or something you are. Something you can't see. But you feel it.
That's one thing I never liked about the first season, the chosen one aspect to John's character. Whoa, Master Chief! Finally looking like Master Chief. Okay. That's some familiar iconography that's very reminiscent of Halo 2. Even Halo 3 in a lot of ways. Alright, so it seems like this, based off of this trailer, they're going to be adapting the Fall of Reach story. And it looks like they're doing the novel. They may be combining the novel with the game Halo Reach. I don't know. They're both pretty similar. There's a lot of differences, especially the endings. But both of them are pretty similar in general stories about the fall of the human civilization on Reach. And it looks like that's what they're going to be covering in Season 2. I don't know if that's all they're going to be covering, because the tagline for this season is The Rise After the Fall, which has me assuming that there will be some sort of, like, post-journey after they cover the Fall of Reach. I don't know. The show is kind of all over the place, and it's really hard to predict what they're going to do, because Season 1 was veered very far off of, like, what we know in terms of Halo mythology. They took some stuff and they adapted it from the Reach novel, like the scene with Cortana and Captain Keyes going to meet a young John early on in his life before he became a Spartan. So there's some stuff that they already attempted to adapt. We know that they, like, in terms of the Cortana and John stuff, I don't know what they're going to plan on doing with that. The cliffhanger at the end of Season 1 had Cortana taking over John's body, and it was teased that John's consciousness is dead, but we all knew that wasn't going to happen. So this trailer pretty much confirms that, because it seems like we have John back. But what they didn't show is they didn't show Cortana to kind of help not spoil the tease entirely. But that's pretty much seemed like John and not Cortana in control in a lot of those scenes, especially the dialogue scenes when they're talking to each other. So that's interesting. I wonder if Silver Team is going to take over the role of Noble Squadron that was in the Halo Reach game and novelization. I wonder if they're going to kind of have that. Chief was around during the Fall of Reach, but he was doing like a side quest. He was tasked with, like, essentially erasing flight logs and any information that could lead the Covenant back to Earth, because the UNSC, their main mission was to try and prevent any sort of Covenant contact with the planet Earth. So they went out of their way to cover the tracks to lead people back to that planet. So that was kind of Chief's side mission during the Fall of Reach, and then that kind of led to him being stationed with Keyes and Johnson on the Pillar of Autumn, which in turn led to the events of Halo Combat Evolved. So hey, we might actually make it to the first Halo game at some point in this season, or maybe that shot. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's pretty crazy that final shot in the trailer gonna be like the final shot of the season, teasing season 3, which would adapt the Halo Combat Evolved storyline. I don't know. I'm optimistic about this season of the show, but I'm also trepidatious. I'm trying to keep my expectations in check, just because I know that season 1 was plagued with a lot of production issues. There was some really bad errors that appeared on screen, like weapons that weren't even colored, that somehow made it to post-production and airing that looked really horrible on screen, and the lighting was really off, and a lot of things looked really cheap. So I don't know. There was some really cool stuff in this trailer, like Master Chief taking on all of those elites was really dope. But I don't know. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to watch it because I am a huge Halo fan. I've played all of the Halo games, still play Halo Infinite. I'm excited for this show because I'm excited to see more Halo content. So who knows? Maybe this is, because it does seem like they learned a lot from season 1. It does seem like there's less melodrama in this, if this trailer is to be believed, and this is going to be very action heavy. I just really wish they would cut back on the unnecessary lore inclusions, like all of the John 117 being like a chosen one, being like a messiah type figure, as opposed to the everyman that we've come to know Chief as, because I think it makes Chief more special of a character, where he's just thrust into these situations and he rises to the top just by sheer will, determination, and for the most part, luck. I mean, it's what Cortana tells him. She's like, hey, you had what other Spartans didn't have. A little bit of luck on your side. And that's kind of the John I want to see more of, and not more of like, John, you're destined to be like, you are the only one who can activate these Forerunner artifacts. You are a chosen one. Like, that's been done so many times before. What is he? He's like Harry Potter and Luke Skywalker now. But we don't need that, because Master Chief by himself is a really interesting character. We can still humanize him. I love what 343 has done in the later Halo games in terms of like humanizing Master Chief, but we don't need to build up this mythology. Chief, the reason why the Covenant fears Chief, and the reason why Chief does have this reputation to him, is just because he's Chief. And that's all there is to it. He's just a guy who gets the job done. He doesn't go for this glory. There's no purpose behind why he is the way he is. It just happens, and there's something really special about that I hope this show kind of picks up on. But some of the dialogue in this trailer has me really worried that we're going to get more Anakin Skywalker, Chosen One, Master Chief, and I'm just not here for that. But I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see who makes out of this season, if they are going to be adapting the Fall of Reach. It's a pretty dark. It's essentially Rogue One. Rogue One actually took a lot of story beats from Reach and adapted it into that movie. I mean, if you put both of those properties side by side, Rogue One was inspired pretty heavily by the events of Reach, to the point where it's like, hey, they're basically the same thing. So yeah, expect a little darkness this season. This season's going to be dark emotionally as well as both visually, apparently, because it was pretty dark, this trailer. But either way, I'm excited. I'm going to be checking out Halo when it drops in February. What about you guys? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Give the video a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to check out our other videos, click the link on the page. Until next time, guys, stay versed.